Daily Buzz. Consider becoming a member for special perks. A shocking investigation has revealed that two luxurious properties linked to Deputy President Paul Mashatile's family were allegedly funded through questionable government tenders. Documents and testimonies point to a complex web of front companies and political connections, raising serious concerns about corruption and abuse of public funds. The revelations have intensified calls for transparency and a formal inquiry.
Deputy President Paul Mashatile exposed, they don't want you to know about his family's 49 million rand tender and 29 million rand secret mansion.
God is good. All the time.
Revealing how family ties and close friendships can lead to massive financial gains from government contracts. This story centers on Deputy President Paul Mashatile and the way his sons, along with their associates, secured a share of nearly 49 million rand through a tender in Gauteng. At the same time, Mashatile has made a surprising move by declaring ownership of a luxurious 28.9 million rand mansion in the upscale Constantia area of Cape Town, even though records show it belongs to a company linked to his son-in-law. These revelations peel back layers of hidden dealings, showing how public funds flowed into private hands while questions about transparency linger.
And fight against corruption, including assets recovery, and also promote integrity, accountability, and proper management of public affairs and public property. Moreover, in the 29 years since the inception of our democracy, mandate to combat corruption.
The tender in question involved maintaining fire alarms and sprinkler systems at public hospitals in Gauteng. It was awarded in 2022 by the Gauteng Department of Infrastructure Development, which acted on behalf of the Department of Health. Two companies stood out as winners, Ngwato Endmans Group, often called NMG, and Motipaiti Nogane. Together, they received payments totaling 36.4 million rand, with an additional 12.6 million rand still owed, bringing the full amount to 49 million rand. These contracts were set to run until November 2025, focusing on essential safety work to prevent fires in hospitals that serve thousands of people every day. What makes this story so intriguing is the deep family links to these companies. Thabiso Mashatile, the Deputy President's eldest son from his late wife Mans, played a key role in NMG. The company even carries her name in part, as a nod to her memory after she passed away in 2020. Thabiso's half-brother, Tinyiko Mvelase, whose mother has a long history in politics from Alexandra Township, also held important positions in the firm. They started as directors but later stepped down, taking on roles like project manager and head of operations instead. This shift seemed designed to reduce public attention, but their involvement continued behind the scenes. Investigations have uncovered that NMG and Motipaiti Nogane were not truly separate competitors. They shared staff, office spaces, and resources, making their operations blend together seamlessly. For instance, employees would switch between preparing documents for one company or the other, and technicians had to keep track of which firm they represented during hospital visits. The companies leased offices first on East Road in Sandton from June 2022 to February 2023, and then moved to the 6th floor of the modern Capitol Hills building in Benmore. In both cases, the leases were under Motipaiti Nogane, and a key figure handled the dealings with the property owners. At the center of this network is Talecho Nala Mahlagwana, a businessman with mysterious ties to the Mashatile sons. He co-founded what became NMG, originally registering it as Talecho Mahlagwana Civils on the 7th of March 2016. Thabiso joined as a director on the 15th of April 2021, and just days later, on the 29th of April 2021, the name changed to Ngwato Endmans Group. Mahlagwana also directed Motipaiti Nogane until he resigned on the 9th of November 2021, right before the tender submission deadline. He was replaced by Lefenze Nogane, whose sister Tato later became a director at NMG. Tender process began when the Gauteng department advertised for service providers on the 29th of October 2021. Submissions closed on the 23rd of November 2021. By the 9th of May 2022, Thabiso and Mahlagwana had resigned from NMG, but Thabiso stayed on as project director. That same day, Tinigo and Tato took over as directors. On the 27th of June 2022, both NMG and Modipeti Noganing were selected for the panel, with contracts starting on the 1st of November 2022. Payments followed, with NMG getting 15.8 million rand paid and 2.9 million rand owed, while Modipeti Noganing received 20.5 million rand paid and 9.6 million rand still due. Some of these funds covered unexpected items, like renting a fax machine at a Pretoria forensic mortuary, renovations at undisclosed sites, and water system repairs at South Rand Hospital, even though the tender was strictly for fire systems. Further changes came quickly. Lefenza left Modipeti Noganing on the 13th of March 2023, and Mahlagwana returned as sole director. Tinyiko resigned from NMG on the 5th of July 2023, followed by Tato on the 9th of October 2023. These frequent shifts in leadership added to the confusion, but former employees described how Thabiso and Tinyiko remained the go-to people for major decisions, even after resigning as directors. The story took a darker turn in September 2024 when NMG laid off about 12 workers without paying their agreed settlements, totaling 219,000 rand. Workers turned to the Commission for Conciliation, Mediation and Arbitration in October 2024, submitting documents that highlighted the broken promises. A letter from Tinigo, as head of operations, blamed financial troubles for the layoffs, though it offered no further explanation.
God is good. All the time.
One worker shared how the companies operated as one, never truly divided. Staff handled tasks for both, and the shared offices reinforced this unity. Mahlagwana's role extended beyond, as he co-directs at least 6 other companies with Thabiso, all variations of the Ngwato and Manzi name. 1. Ngwato and Manzi Capital remains active. The Gauteng department claimed no knowledge of these links, insisting the companies were treated as independent. As payments to NMG slowed, the department advertised a new tender on the 20th of October 2023 to add more providers to the panel. 2 new companies joined on the 21st of February 2024, supposedly to handle growing workloads without overburdening the originals. The department denied any issues with performance from NMG or Modipeti Noganing. Financial strain coincided with broader problems in Gauteng's hospitals. In March 2025, reports emerged that none of the province's 37 public hospitals fully met occupational health and safety standards, with fire risks being the most serious issue. 16 hospitals scored below 75% compliance, lacking proper fire prevention equipment, signage, and escape lighting. Over the past 5 years, fires have caused hundreds of millions in damage at places like Charlotte Matege and Tembisa hospitals, underscoring the importance of the maintenance work these companies were hired for. Impressed about the unpaid workers, representatives for Thabiso and Mahlagwana emphasized their resignations as directors, suggesting they could not comment on company affairs. They accused inquiries of being part of a smear effort and threatened legal action, but provided no details on the retrenchments or non-payments. Shifting focus to the Deputy President himself, the declaration of the Constantia Mansion adds another layer to this unfolding narrative.
And fight against corruption, including assets recovery, and also promote integrity, accountability, and proper management of public affairs and public property. Moreover, in the 29 years since the inception of our democracy, mandate to combat corruption.
In his annual parliamentary disclosure published recently, Mashatile listed the 28.9 million rand property as his own residential family home. This came after years of denials about any connection to it. The house, with features like 7.5 bathrooms, a separate cottage, a wine cellar, and a cinema room, was bought in May 2023 by a company owned by his son-in-law, Neba Nongwelo. Nonkwelo, married to Mashatile's daughter Palisa since at least 2006, is the sole director of the company, originally called Bilkasat and later renamed Duntor Guest House. Previously, Mashatile's spokespeople insisted he only used the official deputy president's residence in Rondbosch when in Cape Town, with no plans to change that. Yet, the new declaration includes the Constantia home alongside the Kelvin property and a 37 million rand house in Waterfall, Midrand. The Waterfall estate is known for its exclusivity, and Mashatile has lived there with his current wife, Humile, declaring it previously due to beneficial use, even though he does not own it. Quelos companies funded 65.9 million rand in properties available to Mashatile. The Waterfall house was bought by Legacy Properties, with a bond from Nonkwelo Investments covering the full price. Investigations by authorities, including the Hawks Public Sector Serious Corruption Unit in the Western Cape, are looking into the funding sources for the Constantia purchase. This probe, confirmed in March 2024, stems from complaints by political parties based on reports about Mashatile's finances. Those complaints also cover other matters, such as 370,000 rand in payments Mashatile received from a businessman facing corruption charges, whose Clifton home Mashatile used before becoming deputy president. Additionally, funds paid to Mashatile's former girlfriend by a director of a company that won large government housing contracts, which also donated heavily to the ANC during Mashatile's time as Treasurer General. Probes by the Public Protector, prompted by groups like Action SA and Rise Mzansi, are ongoing, with results yet to be released.
God is good. All the time.
Mashatile's declarations also list various gifts, including a toy Isuzu truck, a bottle of whiskey from Japan, wine and teacups from China, and daggers from the Russian Prime Minister. These details paint a picture of a life intertwined with international diplomacy and personal benefits. As these facts emerge, they invite reflection on the systems that allow such connections to flourish.
Thanks for watching What Say You Mzansi.